Nobody tells you that having too many interests is its own kind of suffering. Everyone talks about passion like it's a gift. Find your passion, follow your passion, live your passion. But what happens when you have 17 of them and they're all screaming at the same time? What happens when you genuinely love too many things to ever fully commit to one? That's not passion. That quietly becomes a prison. Psychologists call this pattern multipotentiality, a term first studied by educational researcher Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. But the clinical label doesn't capture what it actually feels like. It feels like standing at a buffet when you're starving, filling your plate with everything, and going home hungry anyway. The excitement is real, the curiosity is real, but so is the emptiness that follows when nothing sticks long enough to mean something. Here's the part nobody wants to say out loud. People with too many interests often carry a low-grade, chronic shame. Not the dramatic kind, the quiet kind. The kind that shows up at 2 a.m. when you scroll past someone who spent 10 years mastering one skill and built something beautiful out of it. And you think, I've been interested in everything and I've built nothing. That thought doesn't arrive loudly, it just settles. Research in identity development shows that people who can't anchor themselves to a single skill, career, or craft often struggle with what Erik Erikson called role confusion, an inability to answer the most basic question, who am I? When your interests shift every few months, your identity shifts with them, and an identity that keeps shifting never solidifies into confidence, it solidifies into self-doubt. There's also the cycle itself, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. It starts with obsession. A new interest arrives, and it feels like this is it, this is the one. You buy the book, you watch every video, you lose sleep over it. Then, somewhere between the beginner high and the real work, the excitement drains out. A new interest appears on the horizon, brighter and cleaner than the one you're elbow deep in, and you follow it every single time. Not because you're weak, but because your brain is chemically rewarded by novelty, by the discovery phase, not the mastery phase. Dopamine spikes at the start, it doesn't stay for the grind. The cruelest part is this: society is built for depth, not breadth. Resumes reward specialization, relationships reward consistency, algorithms reward niche. Everything around you is quietly punishing you for being exactly who you are, someone who finds meaning in many places instead of one. And so you keep moving, curious, restless, chronically unfinished, loving everything, holding nothing. That's not a personality quirk, that's a psychological pattern, and it has roots, it has reasons, and it deserves to be understood.